This decision was made during Tuesday's plenary session following the presentation and rapid passage of an amendment bill to the Appropriation Act, which was read and passed through all three readings in one sitting. The debate was led by Senator Solomon Adeola, chairman of the Senate Committee on Appropriation, who justified the extension by emphasizing the need to complete ongoing projects under the 2024 budget and citing revenue constraints that have delayed capital project execution.
The Appropriation Act of 2024 will come to an end by 30th of June 2025 this year. And due to some projects which are yet to be funded and implemented, we find it very important to come before these allo chambers that this budget be extended by further 6 months, that is to end on 31st December 2025.
I wholeheartedly associate myself with the submissions made by my chairman of the Appropriation Committee, adopt same, and further add that in line with the desire of the present government and in consonance with the renewed hope agenda to ensure that no project is abandoned in the course of implementation of the budget, and coupled with the financial inflow challenges that the government experienced, there is need to extend the capital component of this budget.
Some senators, including Abdullahi Yahaya and Abdul Ningi, criticized the repeated extensions as indicative of weak execution capacity within ministries, departments, and agencies, MDAs, urging the federal government to provide explanation and calling for a committee inquiry.
It's quite interesting. First, it's interesting because I believe that the National Assembly is not being taken into confidence by the executive arm of government on this very serious matter. This budget should have been implemented and everything done by December 31st, 2024. We extended it by another 6 months to the end of June this year.
I'm going to bring a motion sequel to the passage of the bill, which says the Committee on Appropriation and Finance should investigate the recurring dismal of non-implementation of the capital component and report back within 1 week or 2.
Government has grounded, that's what it means. Contractors who have done their jobs, committed their resources, cannot be paid. The benefits of the budget that we all took time to work on and passed has not gotten to the people.
Mr. President, I think that we must take the bull by the horn on this issue of appropriation. And I think that unless we take it very seriously up with the Ministry of Finance, this Parliament will become an embarrassment into itself.
Barau Jibrin, who presided over Tuesday's plenary, ruled in favor of the bill following the adoption of the Senate Committee on Supplies reports.
Desire to make sure that we solve these problems. In any case, the Committee on Appropriations and Finance have the function already enshrined in our rules to do that. So what we are trying to do is to emphasize the need that they should do the needful and then report back to us. But excuse me, Senator Ningi, I wanted to, when I want to say my end of remarks in respect to this, I wanted to bring forward something. Anyway, first of all, let me thank all of you for showing your passion to address this issue. This is good because it deals with our national development.
This marks the second extension, with the initial one having shifted the deadline from December 31st, 2024 to June 30th, 2025, after a request from President Bola Tinubu. In a similar development, the Chamber considered and passed the Nigerian Police Trust Fund Amendment Bill, seeking to extend the duration of the trust fund from 6 to 12 years, with the aim of enhancing police training, equipment, and facilities. Without opposition, the bill was read for the second and third time, following required suspensions of Senate Rule 78(1).
To amend the Nigeria Police Trust Fund Act to increase the duration of the trust fund to, among other things, provide for continued training, provision of equipment and related facilities, as well as enhance the skills of personnel of the Nigeria Police. The overriding objective of the bill, Mr. President and distinguished colleagues, is basically to amend Section 2, Sub 2 of the Extant Act to extend the duration of the trust fund as established by the Act.
Both bills now await concurrence by the House of Representatives before heading to the President for assent. Harmony Agba for reporting for BTV News.